Hello there. It's been a while for this one. I was planning on doing this for my 100 subscriber special, but you all blew way past the 100 mark before I could finish it. As a massive thanks to all of you and to anyone new watching this video, here is episode 2 of Stronger Than You Think, featuring none other than my favorite Pokemon in the entire world, Meowth, the Scratch Cat Pokemon. But don't let his cute face and fuzzy whiskers fool you. Meowth is an absolute powerhouse of potential and versatility. This tiny little cat is hiding more power than the Omni King, and he's the perfect Pokemon for your team. Meowth, aside from Pikachu, is probably one of the most recognizable Pokemon in the franchise. Longtime fan favorite, including yours truly, Meowth has stood the test of time. Introduced before the anime even began in Generation 1, Meowth is an OG if there ever was one. Known for the high-priced and much sought-after amulet coin atop its head, Meowth has always had a love of all things shiny. This funky feline has access to 3 abilities. First, we'll start with its hidden ability, Unnerve. Mostly useless aside from PvP, Unnerve prevents the opponent's Pokemon from eating any berries while within this ferocious catastrophe's presence. The first of its standard abilities is Technician. A useful move both in PvP and PvE, Technician boosts the power of moves that are 60 base power and below. This includes moves like Covet and Meowth's signature move, Payday. And last, but certainly not least, an ability known all too well to this channel and the PokeMMO community as a whole, the creme de la creme of all things glistening, shiny, and with monetary value, Pickup, Meowth's signature ability and fan favorite. Pickup does exactly what it says. It picks things up randomly after wild encounters. Each location in the game has a unique pickup table of available items. The link to the community pickup post will be in the pinned comment below. Let's start first and foremost with Meowth's signature move. It's flashy, it's fancy, it's a literal money printer. Payday. Payday is a simple move with a singular purpose: money. Meowth throws a coin at a Pokemon seemingly out of thin air, dealing damage. After the battle, Meowth will then pick up equivalent to 10 times the level of the Pokemon it was used on. Meowth is much more than just Payday, however. With access to the second most sought-after money-making moves in the game, Thief and Covet. These two moves function identically to one another, aside from Thief being Dark-type and Covet being normal. If Meowth is not holding an item during battle, Thief or Covet will steal a held item from the enemy Pokemon. Meowth himself is Normal type, which gives Covet the edge in damage from the same type attack bonus or stab. Notable other moves in Meowth's quite large move pool are Hyper Voice, an AoE Normal type move used for farming wild hordes, XP training, and EV training, Cut and Flash, 2 HMs quite necessary at certain parts of the game, Dig, a utility move which quickly moves the party to the exit of a cave or underground system, Headbutt, does exactly what the name implies. Meowth will headbutt a tree to summon a wild encounter. And finally, an uncommon set of moves for Meowth, False Swipe and Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is a 90% accuracy move that causes paralysis. When combined with False Swipe, this makes Meowth a unique but viable catching Pokemon, especially for the early game. Let's get the most obvious use for Meowth out of the way first. An adorably mischievous money printer. Pickup combined with Covet and Payday makes this frisky feline the go-to for monetary gain. The basic setup for this build is any attack boosting nature, preferably naughty, with 31 attack and 31 speed, and for EVs 252 HP, 252 attack with the remaining in speed. A cheap build that will pay off huge. Secondly, Meowth can be used as an XP farming EV training machine with Hyper Voice. Similar to our pal Teddy from the first episode, link above and in the pinned comment. For this build, Meowth requires a special attack boosting nature. Mild is the preferred option here. For stats, 31 special attack and 31 speed. EVs are 252 special attack and your choice between attack or speed. Third is a combination of the previous, a mixed Meowth and my personal favorite. For this, your Meowth will need a naughty or mild nature, 31 HP, 31 attack, 31 special attack, and 31 speed. A more expensive build for sure, but it can be reduced by only breeding a 31 attack and 31 special attack with moderately high speed Meowth. The EV spread for this one is 252 attack, 252 special attack, and 6 in HP or speed. This build can be used for both pickup, payday, and covet farming, or hyper voice XP training and EV training. And finally, rounding out our list of uses for Meowth is a catching Pokemon. With access to False Swipe and Thunder Wave, Meowth is quite viable as an early game catching Pokemon, while still being able to throw coins and loot valuables. For this build, simply run 31 attack and 31 speed, with 252 HP, 252 attack, and 6 speed EVs. The moveset for a catching Meowth is False Swipe, Thunder Wave, Payday, and Covet. That's a lot. Meowth sure can do it all. From finding useful items for you while playing through the storyline, picking up money on the side of the road, or helping you train your team as fast as possible and catching Pokemon that you see in the wild, Meowth is a must-have for your party. This little cat houses enormous potential waiting to be unleashed by a worthy trainer. No wonder he was based off the legend of the lucky cat in Japan, but don't let his cuteness fool you. Meowth is one insanely powerful Pokemon. You all know I love Meowth more than your average Joe, so I think it goes without saying that I highly recommend Meowth to each and every one of you. I hope you learned something about Meowth that maybe you didn't know before, or that you were at least entertained by this video. I hope my editing wasn't too catastrophic and left you feline fine. Well, I'm being whiskered off the stage now. Let's have a round of applause for Meowth. I cannot believe I did that without cracking in one take, Jesus. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I cannot possibly thank you enough. I started doing this for fun, and I never thought I would hit 100 subscribers, let alone do it in my first month of YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making them. Again, thank you, and as always, I'm Maebari. This is my 100 subscriber special. Thanks for watching.